Hey guys, it's Redox here, welcome back, and I made a new account on CNC Rivals to kind of show you guys how I climb the ladder, how I play it, and I thought it would be entertaining and maybe you guys could learn something from it, especially if you're a newer player. Now, I've already started some of my ranking up. I've already played all the games in Iron League and brought myself up close to Bronze 1. I didn't think it would be necessary to show you guys anything really below Bronze 1 or around that area, because a lot of the games were pretty tedious for me, just because of course I'm an experienced player, so I know exactly what to do. And I'm just gonna start off from here because I'm close to Bronze 1. This is my current army that I'm fielding. I have not spent any cash yet. Let's go ahead and find a battle, and hopefully you guys can learn something from this video, from me playing this game live. And yeah, let's go ahead and start our first game here. I'm going to start off with a harvester, and we're going to actually go into a barrack. I was thinking of going into a barrack, but I'm going to go into a standard opening. It's just a bit more safer in my opinion, and I'm going to just scout out what he's got. Maybe just like a double harvester going on. No, he does not. So we're going to go into, oh, he does have the double harvester. That is not good. So he's got some very expensive units, and I'm going to try to have to shut it down. He's got a war factory coming up. I'm going to go for some missile troopers because as you guys can see, the rifleman is a great scouting unit, and that is exactly what I'm trying to do, scout him out to see what he's got. And he goes for a pit bull, so I should be able to deal good damage with my missile troopers here. I'm going to move my my rifleman squad all around there, and he's got level 6 pit bulls actually, and he's going for tanks, and missile troopers do a great amount of damage to tanks anyways, so the perfect counter to this is the missile troopers. Now, when you move your troops around, try not to path them towards the what was I gonna say? Don't path them towards the Tiberium crystals, because your units will take damage. Any infantry units will take damage. I'm going to build, I was trying to build a turret first, but he's got it up first, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to try to move my tanks around and maybe get a harvester snipe on him if I can right here. I'm going to go for a turret right here, and we're going to go around and deal some damage to his guy there. I'm going to build a rhino. A good counter to shockwave, by the way, guys, is the rhino, because the rhino will do a lot of damage to infantry, and they don't do much damage to vehicles, but that's what they do. And predator tanks are also good against wolverines, as he's got some wolverines out on the field, as you guys can see. He's trying to really secure this launch pad here, but I've pretty much got a good control on him. Try to have your units on all of these launch pad on these tiles as much as you can. And I'm going to try to tile block his zone trooper right here, build a lieutenant strong arm thing right here, and I'm going to go for a shockwave trooper myself because he's got his own trooper. But I've got 3 guys on the launch pad, and I did not let him get onto the launch pad that was closest to him, and I'll win the game like that. As you notice, he had very expensive units. He had like level 6 tanks, level 6 pit bulls, zone troopers, wolverines. He was pumping out some expensive units, and while I was still using my let's see what we get on my crates here, but I was using very cheap units. As you guys saw, my guys were no higher than level 3 or 4. And as you guys might think, oh, this is a pay-to-win game because if your unit level is higher, then you're always going to win. It's not necessarily true. As you guys see what I did, I definitely out-microed my opponent. I outplayed my opponent, even despite his units being 2 to 3 levels higher. So as long as you play it right, as long as you can out-micro your opponents, as long as you can control the objectives on the map, that is what you need. So I've got a whole bunch of nod units right now and a couple GDI. I haven't touched my nod account yet, but let's go ahead and level up some of our GDI units, because definitely I am having a harder time dealing with some of these units. So I'm going to level up my predator tank. The predator tank is a great anti-ground vehicle unit, and they can deal with even tech lab units like the Wolverine. And I'm going to leave my pit bull at level 3. I'm thinking of maybe I should level up my shockwave as well. Yeah, let's do that, as the shockwave can deal with the zone troopers. The other units I have unlocked is the Orca bomber, and I do have the zone trooper and the Wolverine, but I'm just going to use the simple war factory and barracks units because that's all I feel like I really need. We hit Bronze 1. Let's go and try to hit the Silver League now. This is going to be the second game, guys. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do. I'm thinking of maybe opening into a Predator tank this time. The Predator tank start rushing for the Harvester is an aggressive start, but it can work very well, especially in the early leagues where a lot of players try to kind of go for the double Harvester strategy, as you see what he did. So I'm gonna snipe him out, and I think he just went for a double Harvester. He has drones as well. That is very, very interesting that he has drones. I wonder if he has 2 harvesters. I'm going to see what he's got here. No, he's only got 1 harvesters on the map, but he's got drones. I'm going to go for pit bulls. Pit bulls are a great counter to drones. Certainly better than, let's say, the, what is it? Oh, he's got the Orca bombers. Wow, right off the bat. For the Orca bombers, I should go for missile troopers, but I think I'm going to just kind of build a harvester here and get the game started here. Let's go for the pit bulls right here. He's trying to dodge me right there, interestingly enough. I'm going to move my Predator tank to see if he's got something up there. I'm going to go for some barracks, go for some missile troopers. And these Orca bombers, while they're reloading, I really want to dish out some damage. And hopefully I can get the snipe on him here. Oh god, that sucks. Okay, so I'm just going to have to go... Wow, this drone composition is really annoying, but I'm trying to deal as much damage. He's got the double harvesters going on. I saw another harvester coming. I'm gonna send out a Predator tank, and let's go with the pit bull down here now. He's got I'm gonna build the Lieutenant Strong Arm missiles there, and I'm gonna try to snipe this from him. I'm gonna go for some more missile squads, and this is kind of an annoying army composition he's got, I guess. But I've shut down one of his harvesters, and I'm going to try to tile block him here. There you go. You see my missile trooper moving down on the map there. That's kind of how you want to tile block. And I'm going to see if I can snipe more of his harvesters. Okay, so I've sniped another harvester. Just keep trying to shut down his economy. He keeps pumping out double harvesters, interestingly enough. And my pit bulls are doing a great, solid job right now at taking these guys out. And let's move my pit bull to the top. Pit bulls are highly mobile units that you can really harass your opponents with. And I just noticed his Orca bombers are level 6 and my pit bulls are level 3. No wonder they're so weak against these guys. I'm going to build a turret there as well. Kind of try to zone him as much as I can. Build another pit bull. He has a zone trooper, as I see. So I'm going to need to build these shockwaves. Let's try to capture the launch pad now as much as we can here. As of course we don't want to, we just want to secure the missile. He's got very expensive units. Now when you see zone troopers and whatnot, and they seem very strong, but don't panic too much. As long as you get the missile, you will win. And oh my god, I failed to tile block him there, but my zone trooper should have an easy time there. I'm going to build another minigun turret here, and I pretty much win the game. So in that case, when his zone trooper was walking onto that middle launch pad, I could have moved my shockwave trooper to tile block him, but I win the game. You see him pumping out an expensive level 6 Titan. So what? Just shut down his economy, out micro your opponent. Even with lower, weaker level units, you can see that I'm winning games. Really, that's really what you guys do. I'm going to collect some bounties here, guys. And let's see if I can't level any more units up, right? Except for the pit bull. But oh, I got some donations as well on my alliance. Okay, that's good. Let's play one more game, guys. Okay, so I'm on a massive win streak right now. Of course, I mean, I'm an experienced player, so I know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm trying to show you guys that it's not impossible. I know when you're first beginning this game and you see these guys like pumping out zone troopers, Titans, these really expensive epic units, and you're like, wow, how do I win the game? And the guy has like 2 levels or 3 levels higher than me. It's completely possible. Like when I first started this, I've only started this account actually, in fact, today, and I did not spend any money. Like I said, I beat so many opponents even when my Rhino was just at level 1 and my Riflemen were at level 1 and I was severely under leveled. I'm going to go for another tank rush here, and because he might have a lot of those expensive units. That's the thing. Keep in mind, a lot of the newer players love using these really expensive units because, of course, they are cool. They're cool and they're very interesting to use. And he's actually got a level 5 laser squad, so he's got a pretty good opening. And I don't see him. Oh, he does have a harvester. Okay. I'm going to just move my Rhino around to kind of see if I can micro him out. Now, he's not doing a very good job of microing his laser squad because his laser squad can certainly counter my what is it? My tank, but he's just sitting on the tile because he is trying to focus on that getting that launch pad, which is good on him. But I'm going to actually, he goes for a double harvester here. I'm going to try to tile block him as much as I can. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm moving my tank around to not let him mine as much as I can here. And he goes for double harvesters, which is terrible on his part. And I mean, I'm going to go for another tank. And he moves his, I get actually the first missile there as well. So I'm going to move my shockwave trooper around as he's got a buggy. I'm going to move this tank down here. And I'm going to try to kill that harvester. And I'm not letting him farm at all. Look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing, guys. He's doing a poor job. This is a terrible example of what, I mean, this is a good example of what you should not be doing when you're going to be behind. Also, the double harvester opening is not as potent. It's good against, I guess, a lot of beginner players, but because I guess I'm somewhat experienced, I know exactly what I'm doing. I exactly know how to counter this kind of play. And he's really not using the right units right now to counter this kind of tank and all these guys I have. But he does bring out the counter unit, which is basically the Inferno Bomber. It's going to shred anybody apart. But at this point, I pretty much won the game. Like, I'm not really worried. All my units are on the launch pad. I get the second missile, I win the game. Like, he can try whatever he wants, but he's really not going to win at this point. So that's how I like to play these games. Like, I mean, like, the thing is, a lot of the newer players, they want to just farm it out and then, you know, build expensive units in the end. But really, you can just win with all these cheap units, and you got the game in the bag. There you go. I hit level 5, and wow, yeah. So those are some examples of what you can be doing to help yourself, you know, win these games. Just try to out micro your opponent. Try to be proactive on the map. Scout your unit, scout your opponents and all of that, and see what he's building so you can counter it as early as you can. Try to secure those launch pads as quickly as possible, so you can guarantee yourself the win before you start pumping out expensive units. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, guys. And currently, we are still sitting at Bronze 1. On the next video, I'll play some more games on this account, and then hopefully we get to start playing on the Silver League. And yeah, if you have not subscribed yet, if you have not commented, and you enjoyed my video, make sure you do that. Give me some feedback, and make sure you guys are doing well on the ladder as well. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.